Okay, so I'm gonna make my mom's Thanksgiving stuffing. So I've made this stuffing for ever since I can remember. No one in my family has an actual recipe. We just make it. So I can make it with my eyes shut. I know exactly what it's supposed to look like, what it's supposed to taste like. So I'm gonna give myself a little bit of a curveball here, and I'm gonna put it inside of a turkey skin. So I'm gonna cook the stuffing inside of a turkey skin that I glue together and cook it like it's a bird, but it's really just skin with stuffing in it, kind of like a lechona from Colombia. Okay, so the first important thing with this recipe is make sure you get a big bowl. Get a biggest bowl you have. Like however big you think the bowl is, get a bigger bowl. Second thing is when you tear up your bread, which is kind of what I do first, although the person doing the frying almost never does the tearing. I tear it in big chunks like this. You want to get like American style white bread, not as bad as, well, not as fluffy as Wonder Bread, like in between. This is Pepperidge Farm, right? The rule for this stuffing is it's kind of a reverse Michael Pollan. If it wasn't available in a supermarket in the 70s, don't use it. Okay, so one thing I'm doing a little differently, my mom always tells me I don't use enough celery, so I added more celery by a lot than I normally do. And I'm also sauteing the onions and celery together because she told me that's how she did it, but I don't remember. Just throw a whole stick of butter in when you use it because we're gonna add so much butter to this recipe, you might as well just get it in now while you're sauteing. Alright, so this is almost done sauteing. I'm just gonna throw another stick of butter in there and make my life easier for later so I don't have to melt it. And then this is important, mandarin oranges. Please don't substitute canned mandarins. Please don't substitute something fancier. Just drain them and then rip them into little pieces. I save the liquid every year pretending I'm gonna use them, but I don't. This is the sausage that you need. You gotta pre-cook it, let it brown, let it cool down enough to crumple it up, save the grease. All right. Okay, so now we're ready to assemble. One last trick is I sauteed the mushrooms in the same pan I did the sausage in. That way when I saute the mushrooms, it picks up, like deglazes the sausage off. Also, I did that in a whole stick of butter. So we're 3 butter sticks in all day. This is now cool enough. I always like, when I make it with my mom, I pretend like I'm not gonna use it all and then I end up using everything anyway, so I'm just gonna add it all. It needs to be cool enough for you to mix with your hands, and it also needs to be cool enough to not denature the eggs that we're gonna add. This is our onion and celery mix. Get that in. It's got 2 sticks of butter. Now, I've already salted every ingredient that went in, so I'm not gonna salt it immediately, but the other secret thing is lots of poultry seasoning. So I'm gonna add about, because it always needs more than I think, I'm gonna add about that much. Like that much. It seems like a lot, but I'll probably actually have to add more. And a bunch of pepper.
Say when? You like it the pepper, huh?
Oh, very good.
You like it the fresh pepper, huh?
I'm also, one other thing I'm doing that I don't normally do when I make stuffing is I'm gonna be using pasteurized eggs because they're gonna be sitting around a lot before I cook it. And I just didn't want to worry about it, so I pasteurized some eggs, marked them with a P. I'm gonna start, I think, with 4. 1. That's why they're a little bit white. When I pasteurize them, they get a little bit white. 2. 3. 4. And then just get in and just mix all that. Mix all that up. All right, come back. I'm gonna come back once it's mixed. All right, so this is what it should look like when it's done, and I FaceTimed my mom to make sure that she approved, and she said, make sure to tell him to lift and fluff, don't squish, lift and fluff, lift and fluff. All right, now I'm gonna get ready to stuff this inside of a turkey skin. All right, now for the moment of truth. This is a turkey skin. I boned out a turkey, got the skin, tied off the legs. I'm a little bit worried. This is kind of gonna be a nightmare. I got these wing pieces and there's kind of holes where the wings used to be. So I think this one, I'm trying to think, I think this one faces that way. So this is meat glue. I'm gonna glue this to the inside of the skin here. All right. I'm gonna like close that up. I'm gonna add a little more meat glue here, which is just an enzyme. All right. And then I'm gonna put this guy on the other side with some meat glue. I hope I got this right because the bird's gonna look real dumb if its wings are on backwards. and I guess it won't care. All right, a little more meat glue. Cover up where the hole was. All right, now, also, I'm used to cooking this stuff with a little turkey in it, so I want a little turkey in with it, so I confit a little bit of the, I confit the legs and the thighs. I'm gonna put a little bit of confit turkey in there. Right. Just a little bit. And now for the stuffing. Stuff it in the leg holes first. Okay. So I don't have to keep touching the stuffing with my turkey. Just get everything I think I'm gonna need. Now, this is the breast area, so I wanna get the most here. This was a 15-pound turkey, so I don't kind of know how much stuffing I should put into it. Maybe that much. You can see what it's looking like. So let's wrap this. See, where should the legs be? So that, like that. Oh, I just should have meat glued this whole thing. Son of a gun. Meat glue everywhere. All right, now lift this guy up and over. Pull this back. Meat glue this area. Lift this guy over. Get the wings down. Get the breast area up. Meat glue that. Meat glue's got to touch meat glue or nothing's going to glue. Oh man. This is a nightmare. Okay. Meat glue. And meat glue that. Oh, meat glue all over the counter. This way. Ah. I'm almost there. I think it's gonna maybe work. Meat glue. All right. That's sealed up. Shoot. These are upside down, aren't they? If I'm a bird, like this, like this, wait. Oh, God. And they can, I don't think it's gonna be enough meat glue. All right, here we go. We're gonna hope. Let's hope. All right. It's gotta stick together long enough to glue, and then I'm gonna let it sit in the fridge. It's gonna glue for like 4 hours. And I'm gonna let it sit in the fridge unwrapped overnight so that the skin gets all nice and crisp. I'll see. All right, ready? Oh no! I gotta figure out how to, I see. Ugh. Come on. Oh, this is a nightmare. This is my worst nightmare. I think we got that right. Let's just organize the... I should have just gone tube. I shouldn't have tried to make it shaped like a bird again. I always try to go one step too far. I don't think that's gonna glue. All right, that's what we're gonna do. All right, I'm gonna get a tray. I'm gonna set this in the fridge for 4 hours. Let it set. See how much it sets. Maybe touch it up, and then I'm gonna air dry the skin overnight, and tomorrow we'll roast it. Okay, so this is the stuffing wrapped in the turkey skin, and considering what a half-assed job I did, considering I've used meat glue for like 20 years, what a crappy job I did gluing this together, it still looks pretty much like a turkey. I'm hoping that it'll tighten up in the oven, but I've dried it out overnight, and I just got to paint it with some butter and roast it off.
So it was in the debate.
Gosh, what is that?
Wait, hold on a sec, stay out of this shot just for a sec, in case they don't want the humans.
What is that?
It's a fake turkey. Ready? Ooh, look at that. Wait, it. Stuffing. Stuffing. Skin. Stuffing. Skin. Stuffing. Skin. Stuffing. Skin. All right, and I know what my mom's stuffing tastes like. It's good, but I think people really were grooving on the turkey skin coating. And they go pretty well together. I'm pretty happy.